Hi, welcome to the Nappy Frappe. My name is Cheryl Monique, and today we are talking about confidence. And I think confidence is the most important attribute a person can have, whether it's professional, friend circles, or dating. Being confident will get you the things that you want. It will tell people that you are worthy of the things that you want. And so let's talk about how to be confident. Confidence is not living without insecurities. Some people think that when they meet me and they see how outgoing I am, how outspoken I am, that I lack insecurities or I don't know my own insecurities. And that's not the case at all. The truth is, I'm aware that I am insecure of certain things, but that's not what I lead with. I lead with my strengths, and I lead with the opportunity to make those things stronger. So, being confident isn't about being fearless. It's about being courageous in the face of fear. And that can be hard, and I feel like there is a tendency for people to think that maybe confidence is a sign of arrogance. And you usually only get that from people that lack confidence, because confident people know the difference between someone being arrogant and someone being confident. Arrogance is about what you think of other people. Confidence is what you think of yourself. And there's no competition because I'm not thinking of competition. So I think sometimes it's important to understand that you can be confident and humble, but humility has nothing to do with self-deprecation. And a lot of time people confuse putting themselves down as being a humble person. And all you do with that is you create an energy and a sense of yourself where if all you say about yourself are negative things, then I have to believe that. I can't leave you with a positive impression if you've imparted on me all these negative things. And I think confidence starts with speaking life into yourself. India Ari has a song lyric that says, "The words that come from your mouth, you're the first to hear. Speak words of beauty and you will be there." And it is so important that you speak life into yourself, that you speak positively about yourself. You encourage yourself, whether you do it out loud or just that internal voice. Maybe write letters, write notes, put positive affirmations on your wall. Anything that helps you remember the value that you have. And keep in mind, in moments of insecurity, in moments of discomfort, don't lead with self-deprecation, because self-deprecation is a cancer to confidence. It'll eat away at it. So remember that. So when it comes to being confident, what does confidence look like? Let's start with that. Confident looks approachable and present. Smiling. I try to smile no matter how uncomfortable I am in a situation, like because I'm feeling maybe awkward, I haven't found my groove yet. I try to smile so people that are comfortable in the setting may come over to me and invite me in. I am present, making eye contact with those around me. And I'm not afraid to take up space. I think often you can see the person that lacks confidence because they're kind of coiled into themselves. I don't coil into myself. When I go into a space, I take up space. Now, granted, I'm a little loud anyway, but that's just me. My volume has nothing to do with my confidence. That's just, I come from a large family and we're really loud. People often think we're arguing when we're just having a conversation. So that has nothing to do with it. But you can be silent and still take up space. Broad shoulders, head high, smiling, eye contact, and let people know I belong here. And so that's major. And be big. And when I say be big, you ever heard the saying that if you see a bear, instead of trying to outrun it, which probably won't work, you want to be big. You want to, in the face of discomfort and anxiety, be big. Allow yourself to stand in your space and speak and take things in. So don't be afraid to take up space. What does confidence sound like? Confidence sounds there. Again, you're not afraid to be there, to take up space. You're not trying to hide away. You're not just a sponge absorbing. You are interacting with everyone. Now, confidence is as inquisitive as it is knowledgeable. I don't walk into every space assuming I know everything about everything that's going on. But every space I go into, I try to do a little bit of research. So even if I don't necessarily have answers, I have questions. I try to walk in with questions because people love to hear themselves. People love to tell you about who they are. So ask them about who they are. Ask them about what this program is. What's this job? What do you do? What do you love? And find out where your space is in that, whether it be in their lives, in their business, or just in the event itself. So don't be afraid to ask questions. Go in and get to know somebody. I think it was why I always enjoyed first dates, because you don't know anything about this person. So I get to know a whole new person from scratch. And I can go in with a million questions. And I mean, they may not want to answer everything, but I don't know anything. So it's not going to be boring at the very least, because the date can be as exciting as my questions. And that's the same thing with a job interview. Everything I do is as exciting as my interest in it. And so I go in with the responsibility to be confident and present. So confidence sounds like your voice. Sometimes you're not asking questions. Sometimes you're telling your point of view on something. Your curiosity and your knowledge are valuable and desirable. Have an opinion. Confidence sounds like your opinion. And it doesn't mean you're pushing your opinion out on anybody. If you're with me for all of 20 minutes tops, politics is going to come up. I cannot help it. It's going to come up. And I'm not pushing you to have my opinion, but I'm going to share my opinion. And I want to know your opinion. And if we disagree, let's talk about it. I don't find disagreement to be problematic for me. Let's talk about what it is. What do you think? What do I think? So confidence is engagement. It's a conversation, and it's feeling okay with being a part of that conversation. So also, sell yourself. Confidence sounds like you telling everyone why you're awesome. What it is you like, what it is you do on your off time, what your interests are, what you used to do, where you've been in the world, where you would like to go in the world. Everything about you, from the things you've done to the things you want to do, are interesting. Talk about it. People want to hear about it, I promise. Okay, so what does confidence feel like? Scary as hell. I think sometimes people think because I have a smile on my face and I'm taking up space, that it always feels good. No, I am always going into spaces alone. I will attend an event all by myself and hope I meet someone when I get there. Because everyone wants to belong. No matter what space I go into, I want to feel like I belong there. But if I'm going alone, I don't know. And so when I go into spaces, it can be really scary. Just meeting a new person. I can go into a space like a women's group that I'm a part of, and there are new faces there. And I don't know if they're going to like me. I don't know what the exchange is going to be. I don't know how we're going to click. So, and that can be a little unsettling. Maybe scary is not the word. Maybe just unsettling or anxiety inducing. But I go in with the smile and the confidence to say, I'm going to put my best foot forward. So let's just see where this goes. Right? So confidence can feel scary or anxiety inducing. It can make time fly or stand still. You go into a room and you're super confident and you're engaging and you're getting to know everybody. And next thing you know, the whole night has passed. Or you're so into a moment And sometimes in your head thinking, did I say this? Did I do this right? And you can be so like internal that time can be standing still. And neither one of those things, sometimes time flying, sometimes time standing still, can be unsettling, but that's okay. That's okay. Just be there. Recognize how that moment made you feel. Take it in. Now, I would hear people say often, faking it, you got to fake it till you make it. That is not what confidence is. Confidence is not about faking anything. It's about doing it. Confidence is an action. It is going into the room. Remember, smile. Remember to look people in the eye. Wait for a moment to ask a question. See if there's a connection. Look for connections. Look for people that seem to be attracted to you. And not necessarily sexually. I mean, if you're looking for that, fine. But just attraction as in charisma and charm, or have a moment where we heard the same thing and we think this is crazy. Like, I'm good for that. You might see something or hear something crazy and you kind of look around and see if anybody sees or hear what you're hearing. It's just like, and that's a moment. And that can help build confidence, because I had the confidence to look around and say, that's my opinion. What's yours? So it's not faking it till you're making. It's being it. Don't fake it. Be it. And so with being confident, you have to look around and ask, are my confidants confident? What's my friend circle look like? Are we just passing around negative energy? There was a point when I was way younger that I looked around at my friends and I felt like I couldn't be confident around them. They bonded over insecurities. They bonded over, and teenage girls tend to do this, and it's even women in their 20s. They bonded over feeling insecure and the brokenness and the problems, to where when someone just wanted to shine, it almost felt like you weren't acknowledging your problems. But that's the furthest thing from the truth. You just didn't want to live in it. At least I didn't. And so I started to focus on making sure my circles were uplifting, that I was bringing a positive energy to my friends all the time. So they started to expect that. So when I came around, they didn't expect me just to say, oh, this guy did this and this is so horrible, whatever. It was more like the good things that are happening. When I first meet people, I try to present the better things in my life, the things that I have going for me. And I mean, I have tons of things that are not going well, but we can get to those. And I would ideally like to put a positive spin on those things. So I try to think about my friend group as what's feeding my soul, what's feeding my confidence. Working with makeup artists was so encouraging, because makeup artists tend to be super confident, male and female. It's a bunch of beautiful people feeling beautiful, being artsy. And even when we are dealing with drama, we feel good about ourselves. And it's not the mask of makeup. It's the glamour of art. It's living in ourselves and feeling good about ourselves. And so we compliment each other constantly. And yes, a lot of it is superficial. Like, I love that eyeshadow, that lipstick, your shoes, your whatever. But in those compliments, I love the choice you made. It's not so much that you bought a really expensive bag. I love that choice in the style. It's a recognition and appreciation for each other. And so you leave the day feeling good about yourself. If you put in even a little bit of work, somebody notices it. And then it's just a situation where we're just feeding each other goodness. So I love that. And I learned to take that with me. Because of course we give our clients that. If you're selling makeup, of course you want to make the people feel really good about themselves. And you did it, so you definitely think they look great. But it's also about creating an experience where everyone that comes into my space feels positive. And so building others' confidence feeds into yours. It creates a home, a space of love and confidence. So it's really important that you give a compliment whenever you can. I give compliments all the time. Anytime I can, I can. And if someone compliments you, just say thank you. Don't look for something negative to say. Don't even force a compliment their way. Just take it. Thank you. That's awesome. Oh, thank you. That's it. Enjoy the compliment. Soak it in like sun. Get yourself like a confident tan. All right. So then the next step would be to continue giving yourself reasons to brag about yourself. Build your skills. Try something new. Do something different. Or build on the things that you've already done. You know, try anything. Work-wise, a new lipstick, a new man or woman. Just have fun and live in that moment and share it. Oh, I just did this. I just tried that. You know, check out a new channel. Watch some news. I watch the Young Turks Network. Love it. I'm very progressive. That's kind of where my politics lie. But that makes me confident. Watching them encourages me to watch other things. And watching the news makes me confident in speaking about politics. And that has opened up another world for me where I'm no longer dodging the conversation because I'm ill-informed. So give yourself space for knowledge. Become informed about anything. And then join a new group, join a new conversation, and be confident in it. And finally, create a culture of compliments and confidence. Always. With everyone around you. Every day if you can. Whether it be on social media, virtually, or in person. I know COVID is around, so you can say through the mask, that's a dope mask. But in every situation, when you can give a compliment, give a compliment. Because one thing confident people do is they shine on other people. Real confidence, that's another way you can tell confidence from arrogance. Arrogance is about not being so in love with yourself and not really believing in yourself. So you kind of shrink into this shell of things you're kind of covering. But confidence is shining a spotlight on you. And it means if I shine the light on me, you might see the pimple in the middle of my forehead, but you're also going to see my lipstick and my lashes. So it's like, okay, I'm all of it. You can be confident with flaws. You should be confident with flaws. Work on them, but compliment yourself, compliment people around you. So remember, the key to today is create a culture of confidence. Smile, be big, ask questions. So that's it for today. Thank you so much for joining me on the Nappy Frappe. Make sure you subscribe, click the like and share, and tell all your friends about it. Thank you. I hope you watch the rest of the videos and leave a comment. Let me know what you think. What makes you confident, or what do you do to show your confidence? All right. Well, thank you. Bye.